My name is Xiao Yang. I'm an assistant professor of digital media here at Colorado Mountain College. Right now I'm teaching some intro to computer graphics classes, an intro to multimedia, as well as computational media and 3D studio. We kind of take a look at the applications of 3D in the real world, and as well as different editing methods for video and audio. It's a little blend of everything, but as digital media is broad, there's a lot of things to cover, so it's exciting. I was born in China. I moved to the US, to Athens, Ohio, when I was 8 years old. My parents came here as students of Ohio University, and they graduated with their PhD there and got a job there. So they taught at that university, and then later we moved to Toledo, Ohio, which is where they're currently teaching. Ever since I was really young, I liked creating my own characters and stories for these characters. Mostly, I would say that they were inspired by a book I read when I was little called Julie of the Wolves, and then ever since I started drawing wolves everywhere and making up stories for them. And that kind of led to my interest in both art and also graphic design, web design, all of those things, because these elements kind of came together to help build this little fantasy of mine when I was little. And when I was picking a major for college, I found digital art is what they called it, and that encompassed 3D modeling, animation, working with computers to create artwork. So it was very broad, and at the time I had just gotten into gaming, especially World of Warcraft, and I loved the world building, the storytelling, the unique kind of style that they had, so that I was thinking, hey, I like games, I like art, so this is it. I'm gonna go for digital art, and I'm glad I did, because it kind of opened the door to other passions that I've discovered, like 3D modeling and animation, or attempting to animate. So yeah, I'm really glad that I chose the path that I did. Prior to graduating, I had never thought about me being an immigrant, because my parents always wanted me to blend in, kind of. So, you know, just try to insert yourself into this society as much as possible. So they kept me kind of in the dark about being an immigrant and all of the processes that came with that. So what happened was, 1 week before my undergrad graduation, I had found out that my green card was denied due to my age passing 21 when the last piece of document was handed in. So that was really unfortunate, and that didn't give me a lot of time to do anything for my next step, because with just 1 week left after graduation, the only thing that I could do was really go back to my home country. My school was nice, and they were very generous and accepted me for their graduate program, which most graduate programs tend to want you to go out and explore and go to a different school. So, but they were understanding of my situation and kind of welcomed me, and I was really glad for that. So after I graduated from grad school, the next step for me was, you know, for most people, finding a job, right? And I had 1 year to find a job that was willing to sponsor me to be in the US. And being an art major, finding a job is already difficult, not to mention a job that can get a sponsorship. So I had been kind of under a lot of pressure and trying to work out, you know, what am I going to do next if I can't stay in the US? If I go back to my home country, I can't really speak the language. I can't read or write. And my understanding of the language is, it's not like the most proficient. So going back there would make me feel like a foreigner, but then my country wouldn't see me as a foreigner, so it would be this really awkward kind of situation. So instead, I kind of had a backup plan. I was accepted to teach English in Japan, and I was actually getting really close to my deadline of leaving, but I got some good news from CMC, and they invited me to teach here at the college, which I'm absolutely grateful for. I was really nervous about having to leave everything behind to go to a brand new country that I hadn't even considered until the past year. So having this opportunity to be here right now at CMC is, I'm really grateful for it.